Salute, salute, salute. It's your boy Gmo Legion and Knicks. As you see, I'm at my sister's house. Don't mind the hole in the wall, but I am not in New York. Well, I am in New York, but I'm not in the city right now. I'm not at home, so I'm at my sister's house. Please don't pay attention to that big hole. They're doing construction. It's not. This house is really nice, but it's just they're doing some construction stuff, so it looks a little janky, but no. Salute to my sister has me out here with the family. So if you see, actually, I think the kids are sleeping, but if you see anybody come down here, that is just family moving around and about. They're playing Monopoly upstairs. People eating. I'm saying, man, I just had my like 13 plate of freaking apple pie, or whatever. I gotta stop. I'm getting fat, but yeah, man. Knicks tonight in a very beautiful display of basketball. At least in that second half, fourth quarter, were able to kind of stop the Milwaukee Bucks from making a run. Being the Milwaukee Bucks, I believe 118. It's annoying. 118 to, sorry, I just have to set up one thing here. 118 to 109, I believe it was in the Cup Series. The Knicks are in Group C. Right now, Group C, you got the Heat who are 3-1, the Knicks who are now 3-1. The Bucks, I think the Heat play tomorrow. Bucks who are now 2-2, they're essentially asked out. Then the Bulls and the Hornets. Knicks will be going on to the quarterfinals. So congrats to the Knicks. But we got to talk about tonight's game. Absolute, it's very, very entertaining game. Back and forth affair. At one point, Knicks were able to get the lead. Bucks were able to get the lead. The Bucks came out white hot from outside. AJ Green had 6 for 12 from outside. I think he only hit one three in the second half, but the guy could not miss in to start the game. They were killing us from the outside. AJ Green, who ended the game 6 for 12 from outside. Yeah, man, why can't I find my damn box score now? Actually, I got so many damn tabs. 6 for 12 from outside, 6 for 12 from the field overall, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 18 points. You had some real good contributors off the bench. Kyle Kuzma was white hot in the second half, could not miss, really missed only one shot. Outside of 2 free throws he missed, 2 clutch free throws he missed. I think they were down by 2 at the time. He had 20 points, 8 for 9 for the field, 4 for 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Giannis Antetokounmpo in so-called limited minutes, played 28 minutes, but he was on a minutes restriction coming back from, an adductor injury, 30 points, 10 for 14 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 10 for 14 from the stripe, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. Knicks really had no great answer for him. Josh Hart tried his best, but that's Mike Brown likes these smaller lineups. And I guess I don't know if he was preserving Mitchell Robinson, didn't want Cat on him, but he tried to play Josh Hart to some mixed success. But more so, Giannis got the best of Josh Hart that game. I'm not even going to lie. There was really no answer against Giannis Antetokounmpo once he was on the post. Man did a spin move, Statue of Liberty dunk with ease on your man. Like, it was ridiculous. I know a rapper named Yeet. Just almost some baddie. It's like, it looks so fake. Like, come on, son. That's not your real girlfriend, bro. What are we doing here? But absolute beast mode by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Other guys, I thought Ryan Rollins was gonna have a better game. He did have 8. No, he had 13 points, 4 for 10 for the field, 3 5 from 3, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He was gonna have a better offensive game, but I think the Knicks kind of made sure to just stay in front of him after what he did to his last game. Gary Trent Jr. only 3 points, hit that 1-3, I think, from the wing. Miles Turner, annoying ass, 10 points, 3 for 10 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, because he's not going to attack the. You know what's getting me so pissed about Miles Turner? When he was with the Pacers last year, he was attacking us in the playoffs, attacking the basket. Now he's reverting back to just selling for 3-point shots, bro. And after seeing his little funny style acting when the Pacers trying to give him a tribute, he's a cornball, son. Like, he is not. I ain't saying he's a bum player, but he ain't that dude, son. He's not that dude, man, because this dude, when it was Pascal and all these Pacers, he's a guy who gets hyped. He get hyped up to play again. Bro, you were attacking the basket, with the Pacers, but now you're on the Bucks. Is different. Now you're not doing that no more. Now you're just selling for 3-point shots. Even though, no, I'll take that back. He had those 2 ugly floaters. I give him that. He had 2 ugly-ass floaters in this game. Other than that, but these are against closeouts. He wasn't really trying to go 1v1. Like, if you're in front of him straight up, he wasn't really attacking like that. He was attacking him for closeouts, but it is what it is, whatever. And other guys by Portis only had 3 points, try to get Mikal Bridges' face after that foul on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Cole Anthony was 7 points off the bench. 5 points for Gary Harris, who, going some people, they say, yeah, man, Gary Harris was doing some gambling stuff in some game. It's a whole nother story, allegedly. I won't get in trouble. The Bucks shot 52.1% overall, 43%, 44% from the three-point line, 68% for the strike, 7 for 25. That hurt them. 35 rebounds, 24 assists. For the Bucks. On the flip side, the Knicks shot 45% from the field, 41% from three, 28 for 33 from the stripe, 85%, 44 rebounds, 25 assists, leading away for the Knicks tonight, man. What more can you say about this guy, bro? Jalen mother effing Brunson. When we salute to Stan Van Gundy, I think it was Stan Van Gundy or the other guy who said that he has one of the purest basketball games in the league. The other night, they said Jalen Brunson got a classic. He said, classic Jalen Brunson, bro. And we're getting spoiled by how good Jalen Brunson is. We're truly getting spoiled by how good Jalen Brunson is, right? We expect this guy to go out and give you 30. Give us 30 every night. But how he's doing it and against who? It doesn't matter who you put on in front of him. Right? They had Ryan Rollins on him. They had Kyle Kuzma on him. It didn't matter. Jalen Brunson was destroying all the competition in front of him. The other night against Charlotte, he had to show these guys what a true point guard, at least a scoring point guard, is supposed to be. 37 points tonight, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal, 12 for 21 from the field, 4 6 from 3, 9 for 10 from the stripe. And other people talking about, we got to get the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands. Tell that to Mike Brown. Tell that to Mike Brown. Every time the Knicks needed a big shot early on that first half when the Bucks were making their run, Jalen Brunson was the one that helped cut it off. Now, granted, the Knicks were on a run where it was Jalen Brunson made a nice pass to Mitch Robinson underneath. Jordan Clarkson made a no-look pass to Mitch Robinson underneath, right? I think it was a 6 or 8 point run or whatever the Knicks made, 8-0 run the Knicks made, right? So got to give it to, it's Jalen Brunson, but give it to Mitch Robinson for at least being able to finish the freaking play at the hoop. But every time the Knicks needed a stop needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson, stop in a sense of, not to say stop, but to get a bucket. I just don't want us to take for granted what we got in Jalen Brunson. I'm really scared. I said this on Twitter. I don't want to go through this life and be the one saying, yo, bro, we had Jalen Brunson. And you know the tone I'm trying to make when I say that. I don't want to go through life saying, yo, we had Jalen Brunson. He's easily a top 3-point guard in the game, top 5. To me, top 5 player in the league. People say he got a few fouls. A lot of times he's truly getting hit. He's getting contact. People say he's fishing for fouls. Don't get me wrong. Everybody fishes for fouls, and times he does fish for fouls. But we talking about his pure game. Jalen Brunson, he's just different, bro. He's just different. He's absolutely different. I want to give another shout out to my Dunn Life. Golly, why is this thing not working? Even though he didn't have a crazy bombastic game, Mikal Bridges, 14 points, 12 from the field, 2-5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Came through in that second half, hit that nice catch and shoot from the outside. Mikal Bridges, and he was all over the floor, man. Diving for basketballs, trying to play some good tag defense. Got caught up on Giannis a few times, but Mikal Bridges, we take for granted. We always go back to the 5 picks. I saw people online on Twitter talking about trade Mikal Bridges. Trade him for what? What are we going to trade him for? The 5 picks the Nets pick, what are they doing? Mikal Bridges is a guy I feel confident in that he could be your 3A player. There'd be times he could be a 2A player. He could be a 1B player if you need be. We just don't feed him the ball enough. And granted, Brunson's going up, so there's no need to try to force it. Look, if Yabusele is average is giving you 40 points in a game, feed Yabusele. No one else touched the ball until Yabusele goes cold. So that's how I felt about with Brunson. And people say, the usage with Brunson. Look, the ball is moving around. I think it's moving around enough. Now, I'll say this. In games where Brunson sitting cat struggling, they need to go more than Mikal Bridges. They don't. That's Mike Brown. That's on Mike Brown. I'm going to give another shout out to a guy who had another great game. This guy's coming along. He's He's like an old school Chevy engine, bro. Just gotta give him some time to warm up. The supercharger's gonna work, man. Josh Hart, 19 points, 5-12 from the field, over 4 from 3. But again, the shots had no problem with. 4 for 5 from the stripe, 10 rebounds, 3 of them offensive, 4 assists, 1 block. The man was everywhere. Your man was attacking the basket. Had a little pep in his step off that little baseline attack he had on the closeout. Josh Hart, this is a Josh Hart that we need to fill in the gaps when everybody else outside of Brunson is mediocre or pedestrian. Thank you, Josh Hart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Against a team in the Bucks that bullied us. Again, Cat, not a great game. 9 points, 2 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. I'm happy he didn't force too many shots, right? I still think in his head he was a little bit shook up by what Kyle Kuzma did to him last game. But good on him for not forcing shots. Understand that this wasn't his game. Moving the ball around when need be. Not pouting about it as well, too. Right? You have Giannis in front of you. It's not going to be an easy go of it. Even though he did have one take, he caught Giannis on a fake. Caught Giannis on a fake shot, drove at from the top of the key. I think he passed it out. That's all you can do, man. You better play like Giannis, bro. Sometimes ain't your game, but you use your gravity to get him out the paint, to force him to have to crash to the basket. That's how it should be played. And that's fine. You like Cat to come alive in these games. This game, I don't want to say we didn't need him, but his lack of so-called aggressiveness scoring was not killing us because Brunson was able to fill those gaps. Josh Hart, like I said, beautiful game by Josh Hart, who, again, is annoying because he has a good floater, can finish at the basket. I think he only missed one layup, that one layup where Cat got the rebound, and he got fouled off of it, right? Caught the ball, played the zone break, or played the double break on Brunson, attacked the basket. He just missed the layup, I think layup on the right. It's a little bit of, if I remember, there's a little bit of, not contact, but there's a little bit of presence in the paint. So I'm not too mad on him for doing that. But nah, this is my sister's. This is not my house, but this is my sister's. No, my sister's place is nice. That's just construction. They're doing something. But yeah, my sister's house is nice. I would kill to live here. It's way too far. It's like an hour and a half from the city. We got luck. Yeah. I said that am I saying it? Veridify? Miles isn't good enough. Isn't giving the ball enough. Bridges good minutes. Deuce just hit another 3. Big game for Josh. Oh no, yeah, they're doing something there. They're doing some. Ain't no rats or nothing, so I'm good. Yeah, you know the crazy thing is, man, they got Blue Jays out here. I know it sounds crazy. I sound so stupid. This is the first time in my life I've seen a Blue Jay outside. It's crazy. They say they got Cardinals too, which is crazy. I've never seen those in my life. Even though JB didn't assist or rebound as much. I hate my underdog streak. Yeah, you got to bet with JB, bet points and assist. I messed up today. I bet Giannis. Bro, Giannis literally, I think it was 37 or 38, and he came out at like 36 points and rebounds, bro. I didn't know he was on a minutes restriction before I made the bet, so that hurt me bad. I had Miles McBride on a 3. I need Luka Doncic to give me points and assists, and I'll be good. But I had some other bets that didn't go too well. Ryan Rollins just didn't have a big game. But we good. We move. But yeah, look, man, tonight's game, Miles McBride shot really well. I mean, look, you don't force a Miles McBride, right? You let him get into his rhythm. I thought Miles McBride played a good game, especially on the offensive end. So I'm not too mad. But look, man, to where the ball goes, bro, I'm not. As long as the ball's moving around enough, I do think they play a little bit more ISO. Obviously, Jalen Brunson he was hot from the floor, so it is what it is. But I do think at times he get a little bit bogged down with the ISO. But I still think that even with Brunson, when he gets the ISO, I think at times he's waiting for teams to get to panic, send him a double, and then he uses his own the double breaker against them, right? So I'm not too pressed on that. I think Miles McBride, to me, is getting the ball enough, especially now with Shamit out. But Miles McBride, again, had a good game tonight. 19 points on the floor, shot well from outside. Again, 5 for 7 from outside. After going 5 for 5 against the Hornets, 5 for 8 from the field overall, 4 for 4 from the strike, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Again, played a really good game. Gershon hit that 1-3. Golly, I can't stand Gershon's game, bro. I cannot stand Gershon Yabusele's game. It makes me sick to my stomach hit a 1-3 off the Jalen Brunson pass early on. That was cool. And he's not even getting I think it's like, look, man, you gotta now he has to overperform. He has to find a way to lose the weight to truly show that he's committed, that he can move, that he could be a viable piece out there. He had one where he drove like baseline, but he passed it out. And I'm like, no, I'm lying. He was moving. He's cutting baseline. But it's like you just see it's just he can't move, bro. He's just fat. Just fat. He's just fat. Pursuit had a bad game though. Jordan Clarkson, 2 for 13 from the field, over 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So I guess all of that was that was all taken care of by Josh Hart and Miles McBride. But Jordan Clarkson struggled tonight. Mr. 3 at the top of the key. Just a shot was not falling really. And I look, Jordan Clarkson had a good go of it lately. So yeah, everybody could get a bad game here and there. Mitchell Robinson, we got to talk about him coming off the bench. 6.7 rebounds, 3 more offensive, 1 assist, 2 steals. Got to talk about him coming to the bench. Is this the way to go? Now, I don't like it when we play against teams with height and length in the front court and he's not starting. I think a lot of teams, or the teams like the Magic, I think Giannis tonight, I think that we're better off having Mitch there earlier. Now, Mitch played 19 minutes, which is interesting. He's played some games starting this season where he didn't play 19 minutes. Right. So is the thing of him getting healthier, or is it because of him coming off the bench? He feels more energized playing against teams. He's starting against teams, rotational players, and then the starters come in and kind of mix and match, and rotations kind of move around. I do wonder, but he looks fresh. Attack. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, the Lakers just wow. But yeah, Mitch Robinson, he looks a little bit more fresher coming off the bench. I need to start looking at the film a little bit more to see which rotations work best. Again, like I said, I don't like it when we play against big lineups and he's not in there. When we could use a rebound and we need a second chance point. It's going to be games where Jalen Brunson's like, give you 37. Can't give you 33. Right? We need second chance opportunities. Those back-to-backs. We're going to need a big to come in there and start it off by getting guys. And this is why I say start off, because again, you're shooting sometimes. How you start, it dictates how you end. You start off poor, now you're in your head thinking that, and you don't get a second chance, now you're in your head thinking that, man, it's going to be one of those nights. But if you got some player like Mitch Robinson, get you second chance opportunities, get into the rhythm, you feel more confident, you get into the second half shooting a lot better. So that's why I like us to set that tone early on. But Mike Brown sees something. Again, I'm not necessarily a fan of some of the rotations by Mike Brown. But hey, if it works, it works. I just think that Mike Brown's also relying on the crutch of Jalen Brunson. We play some of these tougher teams. They're going to try to find ways, and not necessarily neutralize Jalen Brunson, but to make him shoot worse or to make him give up the ball. And other guys are going to have to contribute. So he said, was Starks the best point guard in the 90s? JB reminds me of Jalen Brunson. Reminds me of Stark. Nah. Stark, he definitely was athletic. Starks did not have as good of a half-court game as JB. Not even close. Starks was more of like a jump out of the gym, more of a classic 2, right? He didn't have the ball in his hands like a traditional point guard. He could shoot jump. He's very streaky too. Very streaky. John Starks is very streaky. Love John Starks. Gave you 30, what was it, 30 in game 6 versus the Rockets. Went on to give you 2 for 18 from the field against the Rockets in game 7. Right, he's just one of those players that the highs were great, but some of the lows were just you depend on him, and it's good. It's great. We're supposed to win Game 6 anyway, but I don't see JB just his game overall. His half court game is reaching perfection levels. It's reaching levels that it's like JB just understands. It's so corny how I'm gonna say this. He understands the game of basketball on such a high level. Right, when we talk about scoring wise, I still think he could pass as well too, right? But he is looking to score typically most of the time with the ball in his hand, right? He's not Chris Paul, but no one is. That era of point guard, sadly enough, is gone. Chris Paul is probably one of my favorite living point guards of all time. So it is what it is. But JB, in just terms of understanding the floor, understanding his opponent, how to attack his opponent, how to attack the missteps, his game, his offensive game is perfect. If he was on any other team, he'd be getting the freaking Isaiah Thomas, the new one, not the Hall of Fame one. He'd be getting that MVP year love, that respect. Not Isaiah Thomas didn't make him big. He was getting those considerations. Yeah, it's sad. Also, give some respect to my son Tyler Kolek, bro. My son Tyler Kolek. Then I told you I'd be patient. I told you I'd be patient. Y'all didn't listen. I told you I'd wait on my son Tyler Kohler to give him a little bit of time. Had that tough layup, cutting from into the paint from the weak side, and he had that 3-point shot in transition. Yo, respect my son Tyler Kohler. Yes, I know he only has 6 points. I ain't sitting up here saying that he lit the world on fire. Sorry, 5 points. My bad. I said 6 points, 5 points. 2-5 from the field, 1 for 3 from three. One rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. Had a nice steal. I think it was a trans. I think it was on Giannis. Giannis was driving, and he was like, "Eff it, I ain't gonna even try to stay in front of him and get trucked." And got that steal. That was a great play by Kolek. And again, you're not expecting Kolek to come and give you great defense because just look at his stats. You can't do it. But you're hoping you come in to make contributions, one on your offensive end, two, to play as good of a defense and play the passing lanes as well as you can. That's all you guys from these guys. When I look at Jalen Brunson, the same thing. And people killing Jalen Brunson last year. Oh, Jalen Brunson is like Jalen Brunson is giving as much effort as he can playing the passing lanes. It's like it's impossible for this guy to sit up there and defend a play or move laterally once he's given what he's given on offense, and then you ask him also to defend some player who probably has 3, 4, 5 inches of height pause on him when they're posting up on him. It's just impossible. So. Nah, good on Jay. Look, man, good on Tyler Kolek. And again, I just hope Mike Brown trusts him more. He only got 10 minutes. It's fair. And there's a game where Jalen Brunson's going off. I just want to see Tyler Kolek. Sorry. Run the offense a little bit more. I've been up. Look at me. I'm working. This is my work computer. I've been working all freaking day. Actually, almost done. I just want to be done with this crap. At least by Sunday. We have a game at 6 on Sunday. I want to be done with this freaking work I got. But yeah, Tyler Kolek. One thing I liked, even with Jalen Brunson with his 37, the ball movement I thought was good many times tonight. Knicks made some when they were making their runs tonight, bro. Like and just the resilience by the Knicks, right? Now we had some mistakes. We were up by 10 or 11, 12, whatever it was, and then you had some sloppy turnovers, sloppy turnovers. But you just like the fact that the Knicks can make clutch shots within the rhythm of the offense, right? Mikal Bridges hit that beautiful catch and shoot shot from the wing on AJ Green. I think it was a pass by either Josh or Brunson. I can't remember who it was. Right. And now he's shooting before this game, shooting 43% from catch and shoot threes. Which is all that we can ask for from Mikal Bridges. Don't need to be the world burner, but we just need you to fill in your role adequately. How many times did your man have catch and shoots last year and missed them? I think he shot like 33, 35% from catch and shoots last year, which is terrible. So good on Mikal Bridges. Good on the rest of this team, man. Miles McBride. These guys had some clutch shots. Some good clutch shots to help stave off the Bucks. And once they had that little run, they did better on the 3-point defense. AJ Green, I think, only had one more 3 for the rest of the game after that white hot first half. Miles Turner. This game just gets me sick. I can't stand this game, bro. But yeah, this Knicks team, I just want to read up some other stats. I know people might start coming down here, so I don't want to be on here too long. Yeah, we got Bucks had 36 points in paint. Knicks had 40. Faster points, they had 11 to Knicks 15. Biggest lead was 12 for the Bucks, 13 for the Knicks. 35 bench points for the Bucks, 20 for the Knicks. Turnovers 15 for the Bucks, 12 for the Knicks. Points over turnovers 15 for the Bucks, 18 for the Knicks. But again, great on the Knicks. Yeah, the Bucks, they lost their last 6 anyway. Obviously for them without Giannis. Now it scares me because now Giannis, he's been getting a little injury prone. Now you got a groin injury, and these guys saying, we should trade off for. Now I'm thinking, like, who the hell, who do you have left? Because you got to be able to give up a big overhaul for Giannis. And if the team is seeing, Giannis starting to break down, he's in his 30s now. I think he just turned 30, but they're gonna want some blood, man. And I'm not sure I'm ready to give them that player. Damn, I would love AJ Green on this team, man. Golly. Boy could shoot. I think he's the best corner 3-point shooter in the league. Your man is serious, bro. Your man is serious, man. But good one on the Knicks, man. Great resilience, especially by our shooters on this team. Josh Hart, thank you. Mikal Bridges, thank you. All this in OG Anunoby's absence. Miles Brittlestein, thank you. Mitch Robinson off the bench with his rebounding. He had 7 rebounds off the bench. Mitch Robinson. Bro, he can make his freaking free throws. This free throw form is so terrible. Mitch, forget all that other jazz you're talking about. When Tom Thibodeau said work on your fundamentals, this was what he was talking about. Everything else don't mean nothing. If you can't get, you don't punish these teams for disrespecting you because you can't shoot anyway. So yeah, I know in your head you think it's disrespect and you can't shoot. It's not really disrespect, but in your head you think it's disrespect. Fine, you gotta make your free throws, bro. Your coaches, whoever your trainers are, they should be fired. They need to get less money. If they're sitting there to teach you how to shoot free throws, you still shooting free throws like that, something's off. They're not helping. So let me not say fired. I don't want to get no person fired, but you need to find somebody to help you with this free throw form, really reconstruct your game. That's the thing. You're nervous every time somebody's trying to pass you the rock. You bobble it because you're thinking ahead of them. I'm gonna miss it. You're already thinking in your head. You're second guessing yourself. I know that feeling, bro. I know that feeling. So when you're getting some of these easy passes with a little bit of spice and a little bit of heat on it, you messing up because you're already thinking ahead. I'm gonna miss this. I can't. You're in your head, so you need somebody to help you with that. I don't know if it's psychology. I don't know who the hell it is. You need somebody to help you with that. But yeah, good game on the Knicks, man. Jalen Brunson, bro. I just love how he plays David and Goliath against the league's best in terms of the leagues. You got these big ass wings, whatever you want to call, like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Don't matter what wing you throw in front. You want to put Ryan Rollins, you want to put Kyle Kuzma. It don't matter who you put in front of Brunson. He's gonna find a way. Throw your doubles and he'll kill you that way. That's maybe your best bet. You're still getting killed, man. Jalen Brunson, bro. You're spoiled, bro. You're spoiled, man. I don't know how to put it. Why am I itching like a crackhead? I don't know how to put it, man. So salute to him. The guys, that's about it, man. I'm gonna try to. I can't even do something tomorrow because I'm leaving to go back tomorrow, but I still got some work. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. But next week, I will do weekly. I will do something because I don't have this work. Everything's gonna be due next week, and it'll be ready to be sent early next week. So late next week, it'll be something because I'm suffering, bro. I need a break. But suit you guys, peace, God bless. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We out, peace.